G'day folks. I'm just trying to chase something up from my mum's fridge at the moment and having a bit of trouble. I'm hoping somebody in Australia knows where to get a defrost element like this one. This is out of a Westinghouse, what was it, RS662V. It's a double door side by side fridge freezer combo. This is out of the freezer compartment where the coil is. It actually fits up underneath the coil and it's gone short to ground. The fridge was tripping the safety switch every 12 hours, which is exactly when it turns this element on, and I've tested it. It doesn't read ohms to ground, but once you put power to it, it breaks down inside and shorts out, and it's even got little bulges and stressed areas on the outside metal casing, so she's toast. But I've tried a number of places. There's one supply site online that I wanted to get it from, but their online inquiry form was broken. It would not submit, it would not acknowledge anything that I entered into it, and kept saying it was all wrong, despite the fact that I spent 20 minutes trying to change it every which way and even deleted most of the contents of the form. It still wouldn't do it. So that preferred supplier's site is broken and they do not have a contact number. Tried Peninsula Appliance Components or whatever it is down in Frankston. They weren't much help. They had stuff on the shelf which was wrong, and their tech said he could order it, but there's no visual recognition thing. There's no photograph in the book or the order form to show exactly which one it is, and there are 3 500 watt defrost elements for this line of fridge, because they changed it through each model revision, which is a pain in the ass when they change things like that, because there's 3 different elements for the same type of fridge, and that's not right. So I'm having a hell of a time finding this damn element. I'll post the specifics in the description. There's a roll stamp on there. I'll type that in the description. It's been about a week and a half now, and she's just using a little bar fridge at the moment to keep what little food they have left in it. So I'd rather get this big one up and going than have to force them to buy a new one. It's a it's like an $1,800 fridge. You can't just throw one away because the bloody heating elements, a defrost element's gone. Not when they're a common item to blow as well. So someone's got to have them. Someone will have them, but the trick is being able to order one, and a lot of these supply places don't do returns. So if I order the wrong one, I'm stuck with an $80, $90 or even $100 bill and an element I can't even use. So if anyone knows any secret little appliance repair supply places, I have gone through Google and other things. I know there's big warehouse spares, but their prices are so ridiculously overinflated in most cases, it's enough to make you sick. Like that, I don't think I still have it here, but the plastic control knob for that ASCO dishwasher, it's probably no bigger than that. $167 for an injection molded plastic knob. You can make them for 8 cents a piece. Yeah, so I'm not going to buy it from big warehouse spares. I outright refuse to use that website, plus their stock photos aren't exactly very descriptive either. But yeah, that's what's happening today. I'm just trying to find this element. I want to get it fixed. Otherwise, we're just going to have to buy a smaller fridge. She said she doesn't want a bigger fridge, but still, it's going to be $800 just to get a regular size fridge. I'd rather not do that. Not when we've got a perfectly good big one there, which is too big for my place. I'd buy it myself and just make some kind of jury rig, another heat strip or something in there, but it's a massive fridge. It's just too big. Brad and I passed up a similar one. It was an American import, 110 volt. They'd even put a step down transformer in the back of it just to run it, and it was just this massive side-by-side General Electric, and it had similar problems, but the defrost elements were available off the shelf in most places. Anywho, yeah, I sort of was going to make this a bit of a Q&A video, but I've been banging on a bit too long and I want to get some other stuff done. I'm going to finish that indoor air conditioning unit autopsy, and I am going to have a bit of a clean up. Gave the Ford a wash today. It's nice and happy with me. Runs and drives nicely. Definitely need tyres on it. Even just pulling out of the car wash with a bit of water on the tyres, it was just nothing but wheel spin. That thing is mental. So I'm going to have a bit of fun with that one day. I'll keep the old tyres. Those cars have a lot of torque. I'm surprised a lot of the comments were that they'd never seen anything like it in their country, particularly Europe. But I can understand your population's much denser and you don't need to go through such big open spaces as we do in Australia. So the big 6 sedan in wagon is not so common. Well, it's more of a prestige thing like BMW and Mercedes. And yeah, they are a nice car. I mean, they're very basic. They get a bit of a bad rep because everyone owns one and everyone complains about them, or all the bogans and yobbos own them. No offence to any of my bogan viewers who often don't mind the term. I know a lot of people use it very loosely, but when you live where I live, it's sort of you get a bit of a bad impression, especially when they're all rolling around in these tastelessly modified Commodores and Falcons with unpainted plastic body kit parts crudely screwed onto them, and chopped gas-axed springs and nasty sounding exhausts that sound like a bloody gargling cow. It just sounds wrong. I like cars to be done a bit more tastefully, and the Falcon's just going to get me out of trouble, and then I'll get rid of it and find some kind of, maybe another prestige car. I want something, but even the Jag's been a pain in the butt. I might give that to Brad to play with and maybe even sell. Don't know. Where I live isn't the most suitable. It's just going to rust anyway. I don't have $3,000 or $4,000 to put into getting the body redone. I don't think that's going to happen for a while with the way power costs and everything keeps rising exponentially now. Especially under this government. God, I wish they'd overthrow it soon. Something's got to change. Fuel costs, power costs, all that sort of shit. I know Brad's foaming at the mouth at the fact that the Gillard government just put the price of LPG up to, I think it was 75 cents a litre from 65 or something, or 80 cents a litre. I can't remember what the price rise was on it, but it's gone up a lot. Like a lot more than it should, and for no apparent reason. So yeah, something's got to change. What else was there? Yeah, we're going to finish that off. Tidy up in here a bit. I've got to get a better battery charger. This thing is not regulated, and I don't trust it for more than 15-20 minutes on these tiny little batteries. And funny thing is, that was smelling horrible the other day, but nothing wrong with it. Just one of the little batteries I was charging went short circuit, and there's a little resistive element in there, or filament, which just absorbs excess current from a short circuit condition. That fuse has obviously been wired with much heavier wire than 5 amp. So yeah, that's what's happening. And I think little car's a bit upset with me today. Yep. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll change that front tyre as well. That was fun. That was really fun. I forgot to do a burnout though. I was originally going to park in the centre of that U-shaped base and just spin the tyre till it split it in two, but I don't think we got that far. Needless to say, that was a lot of fun. We'll have to try that another day with an LCD or something. No, I won't kill the TIAC. I actually said if I fix it, my sister can have that one. She needs a decent television. She's only got some little miniature version of the same thing, which is working fine, but you can't really play a PlayStation or Xbox 360 on something that small. I offered her a 42-inch plasma, but they use 600-700 watts of power. They're too big. She doesn't need a massive power bill, so I'll keep an eye out for a good LCD. Maybe even get that old Pyrod one working. That has pretty industrial looking components inside it, but there's just something wrong with it. It goes, backlight works and it starts up, doesn't display a picture, and the red light just starts blinking. It goes from green to red again and just starts flashing, so still something a bit messed up in there. Anywho, that's your Sunday update. I'll throw up a few more little videos as we go along, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.